Ooh, all right. So Speed sparred Dan Hooker. I gotta say, I am super impressed with Speed and super jealous. This guy's doing everything I wish that I had done when I was like a little bit younger doing as a YouTuber, and honestly stuff I would do now besides like jumping over a car and like bungee jumping or any of those crazy things. The sparring stuff or like the sports stuff like racing guys, and obviously I'm not that fast, but just doing stuff with professional athletes, obviously any athlete stream is super cool. But he went and sparred Dan Hooker. We're going to look at that and talk about it. And I did a little in-dojo breakdown as well. So we'll get into that. All right, so Speed shows up to the gym. Legendary move. The thing that I like about Speed is that, like, he doesn't try to be super nice. He, like, goes in there and, like, tries to actually take on the challenge. And I feel like it may be hard for these guys to tell if, like, he's being serious or not. But in this first exchange, they go to spar, and the guy double legs Speed, and he kind of freaks out. Like, I'm not doing MMA. This is supposed to be boxing. But I like when I see him from Speed. The stance, the guard, the little action, the movements. I don't know how much he's been training. He obviously had to spar with KSI, but what we see right here, this guy has got real potential. Speed's got to give us an influencer boxing fight, man. Like, and obviously this ends, and he does this. Okay, so let's get to him. So here they go to put on MMA gloves. Terrible idea. Quickly they get taken off. Speed realizes this is too scary and I don't want to do this. Speed's not ready for all that action. He's chill out. All right, let's put on boxing gloves. Smart move, man. With those small gloves, anything can happen. So we saw Speed be a little more comfortable, and now we see the discomfort, right? And is it discomfort because it's Dan Hooker? No, it's called feinting, ladies and gentlemen. Dan hasn't even hit him yet, but he's giving him action. He's giving him footwork. He's giving him feints. Right? And Speed's trying to tell him, relax, bro. He did the same thing with KSI. We told KSI, stop fainting so much. Stop doing that. Relax. Stop messing around. Like, he's imitating him here. Love to see it, right? Love to see it. But again, it just shows the power of feints, ladies and gentlemen, which I want to talk about in a second in the dojo. But the power of feints. But look, oh my God, Speed's hilarious. We're here in the dojo with my brother, little big brother, as we call him. Mason is here. As you can see, there's boxes here. We just finished the dojo. Tomorrow, we're doing our Turkey Brigade. We have some clips. Roll it, Brendan. Fantastic. Of, you know, Tamper has been involved in helping, and we've been doing this for over 20 years. I have no idea. We're doing 300 Thanksgiving baskets. Brendan, if you can pan all the food that's here. Bada boom, bada bing. All of the students and the parents and the families donate the items, and we raised the money for us to do this, so we're excited for that. But we still have to record this clip because Speed, as you know, sparred at Dan Hooker. First thing that we saw Speed sparring the first guy. So Mace, just give me like slow Muay Thai stance. They're like this, and Speed looked a little comfortable because like they're hand fighting, they're playing with their hands, they're doing this. Like, and then at the end of the clip, the guy double legged, as you saw, you know, whatever. And Speed freaked out, but Speed looked more relaxed. As soon as Dan put the gloves on and started moving, Mace on stance and giving him feints, you saw Speed ducking, overreacting to everything, right? Because Dan started giving him feints, different looks, and you saw foot feints, hand feints, all that good stuff. So the takeaway for this is the power of feints. A big mark of a fighter, usually amateurs, when they're first starting out, all they're looking to do is punch. We're in our stance, we're biting on the mouth guard, and then we're just only focused on how can I hit each other, and then punches are flying, you're getting hit, hitting each other. That's what you see. We love to watch those, but if you want to be intelligent in the way that you fight, you look for opportunities. So I can drop, feint, use my hand feint, use my foot feint, move, be subtle, relax, change pace, like show the hook, this. So what Dan was doing from his stance to his guard, we tell like your speed and it just malfunction, right? He's going hands up here, he's moving this way, he's stepping, he's turning, he's opening. I'm like, I want to do a hook straight down the pipe, boom. And he didn't even punch, and you saw Speed being like, bro, stop. He started freaking out and saying, just relax, or just stop doing what you're doing, you're messing with me, right? It's such an important part of fighting, is feinting, especially if you want to be like a good combat athlete, whatever sport it is. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, karate, taekwondo, doesn't matter. Feinting is a huge part of the game. But I will say, if you look right here, I like a little bit what Speed's doing, because obviously Speed's going southpaw. He's trying to feint with the front hand, but as you saw Speed do the little foot shake, Dan's just faking him out. Brendan, right now you have to cut to my spar with Wonder Boy, because my spar with Wonder Boy was the same thing. I may not be reacting as much or overreacting as much I did with Speed, but internally that's what was happening, right? I'm not gonna like freak out as much, but in terms of like trying to make reads against Wonder Boy, who's just like his little footwork and the very subtle small feints that I didn't realize that people just don't do until you get in there with somebody like Wonder Boy, who's constantly giving you a different look and showing different intentions
intentions and changing pace, and it's like, wow. When I watch people fight Floyd, I feel like that's what it must be like, where you're trying to look for stuff, but you're just overstimulated. All the different things, all the different actions and motions that he's giving you. So that's what you're seeing here. Forget about the punch power. You guys think that in fighting at the highest level, is it punching power? Is it just like skill and technique? For me, it's feinting, which is like the making reads and making your decisions, and IQ. And then it's defense. The highest level boxers and fighters, super great defense. It's so hard to hit them cleanly, even though if you're a hard puncher and you'll be fast. And then also they make such good decisions in there. Their judgment and their reads are just next level. So again, look, Dan's more relaxed. So look, he's not giving him anything really, right? And then he starts giving him stuff, and then you're gonna see like a little bit. Good job, Speed there. I love. I said I love it, but he's got to stop doing. Oh my gosh! Watch. See, you see the head popping up. Great feint, great action, right there. No, big no. When you punch, look at Dan. Chin down. Bring your head to your hands. Look up to the tops of your eyes. Never be looking to the bottom of your eyes when you're punching. You lose all your power. But again, it's brand new. But this is a big takeaway. Don't do this. But right here, so Speed, once you get here to the point where you're no longer moving your feet, which is Speed's best attribute, sit and duck. Let's get out of this little section here because I can't move here. This is why we do stuff at the dojo. To the dojo breakdown. Oos.
Now, Speed did start to improve, but let's take it to the first part when he got dropped, okay? And I gotta say, Dan Hooker, beautiful job. We know left hook or right hook. I don't know which one the first one was, a body shot. The most respectful thing you can do, you're working with someone with less experience, don't punch him in the face, nose, eyes, mouth, just hit him in the body. They knock the wind, and they come back, and they can learn their lesson, but they get a little bit of a taste of, real combat. Speed was doing well. Why was he doing well? Dan's giving him feints, so you feint, follow me, but Speed, he's fast. He was angling on, circling, moving, changing, moving. He was using his legs. Number one, I was very impressed with Speed's movement. So if you're nervous and you feel like you can't engage with a person and you're sparring or you're fighting and getting ready to train, use your feet. Move. I thought Speed did a great job with that. Where he went wrong is, I tell my students, your feet and your eyes. But eyes is number one. Your line of defense, your eyes first, your feet second, or your feet work, okay? And then it's your upper hip, your guard, and then it's just upper body education. But it all starts with the eyes. Because if I can't see, I can't react. All my instincts are gone. And if you go back and you look, you see Dan's moving, your speed is covered up, right? Dan's eyes wide open, seeing everything. As he's moving, he's looking at everything. So even when Speed goes to throw like a jab or something, boom, Dan's ready because his eyes are locked. But also, his feet are in position. You're not getting cross steps. You see on balance. So if when the punch gets thrown, he can move his feet because his eyes pick it up. That's why guys can have lazier guard than others, because their eyes are really good and their feet are really good. So they can move out of range, right? And they got good upper body education, right? Good movement. Speed was doing well until he stopped moving his feet and he didn't look. So it went like this. He's like this. Bam! Oh! He got dropped. Now, obviously his guard's tight, but it doesn't matter. He stopped moving his feet. He stopped looking. Instead, if he's looking as you're doing that, go ahead, basically. Boom, we can turn. You can try to do something, try to react. Even though the guard's tight, you have to be able to use your eyes. So even when you feel like you're in danger and your guard gets tight and you get stuck and you stop moving your feet, never look away. Never look away. Because the worst punch is the punch that you can't see. You know who said that? Mike Tyson. Okay. So then fast forward, a little foreshadowing here. Later we're gonna see Speed do a little better, but I want you to pay attention to see why, right? You're gonna notice eyes, he stays locked on, he gets real serious, but super impressed by Speed, okay, as an athlete. He does very well. He keeps his eyes, and even when he goes to defend, let's say like Dan throws a jab, he tries to duck under, throw a hook, and he's moving his feet and he's looking. He's moving his feet and he's looking. And you're seeing better reactions overall. Even when he started to cover, then he realized I can't look away because he knew instinctually, as soon as I look away, big bar shot, bam, if something's gonna happen, I gotta move again. So, takeaways. Eyes, number one. And feet. Even if you're getting beat up, you gotta do those things. And then obviously the guard and everything else. But this is, the guard is on the bottom of the totem pole in comparison to those things. So, hopefully you learned something there. Let's watch the rest of the video. Thank you, brother. Cartwheel.
All right, we're back. Look, I like with Speed. See, Speed, when he starts moving, his feet is his best thing. Look at Dan, loosen up his arms. When Speed is moving, he has a lot of potential because look, he's circling. He's changing the way that he's circling. Level change, hook. If he can just tighten up his feet and everything, he'll be good, right? He gives up. He's like, I'm done. This is too much, right? Too much stress because he's going from too relaxed to too intense. He's got to find that happy medium. And the more he trains, the better that would be. I think Speed's got a lot of potential. Like, there's a lot of good stuff that you see here from somebody that's an influencer boxer that could potentially be an influencer boxer or as an influencer, streamer, whatever you want to call him. There's been people who started way worse than Speed and have achieved things that we never thought they would. I like that. Throwing the punches. He's covering. Right here, he's got to move. Got to move. He knows he has to, but he's stuck. And the coach, the coach, very good job. The coach knows. Oh, beautiful job by the coach. Okay, you know, give him some space. Let him breathe. Because Speed did good movement, but then he got stuck here. So coach backs him up. Let Speed breathe a little bit. He takes up the space. Right here, he's got a circle. Was that a low blow? Oh, that look. I think that might have been clean, Speed. That might have been clean, brother. I don't know. That's close. Sometimes you get hit in the bladder if you feel like that. In boxing, that would be a low blow because it's below the belt line. But right here, Speed, I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing. Look at ducking under, hook on the break. Yes, Speed. Why are we shooting for doubles? Why are we trying to clinch? That's crazy. He's gonna choke you out. But I love that right there. And I don't want to hear glaze and all that stuff. Listen, this is somebody who hasn't fought yet in influencer boxing and is a big time influencer. Look what we see here. Boom, backhand to the body. Boom, duck underneath. Right hook, and then another right. Bam, off the break. That's good stuff, man. Roll, body shot, boom. I mean, the technique wasn't great, but what he's trying to accomplish, what he's trying to do there against Dan Hooker, who just dropped you a couple times so you know he's throwing real punches, that's good stuff. And then he goes to clinch and go for a double. Right, but I like what I'm seeing here. Look at Speed circling. Dan's being a little nicer right now. Yeah. I was like, just in his guard, but not too much. But that hook around the right behind the elbow, nasty. And I like this here. This is awesome, man. Coach is here giving him feedback. Look at that. I didn't see that before. That face tattoo was wild. But look at Speed. This is why I think he can do well right here. Forget about the cameras. He's soaking in this moment. He's focused. He's learning. He's taking it serious, right? He's super attentive. And I feel like he's a fast learner. I feel like he can pick up things quick. He's just super athletic. He's doing crazy stuff. But this is the time, man. Him right here, this kid right here, focused, locked in. He's somebody who can, if he's starting here, could take influencer boxing. Like, right? So what happens after KSI and Jake Paul? Right here. I liked it when I'm seeing. Good eyes looking. He's trying to duck under. I know his footwork's erratic, but he's moving. Dan still got to try to find something. And he is quick. Yeah, dude. But listen, that's still Dan Hooker at the end of the day. You still got somebody in there in the cage. You know how many times a fighter like Dan Hooker's been dropped with a body shot in sparring? How many times he's been on the other end of it or when he was first starting? It's just the nature of the game. It's not mean or malicious. It's not what Sean Strickland did to Sneeko. Like, that was different, right? It's completely different than this. This is very respectful. Speed should really soak this in and appreciate this moment because he's very fortunate to be able to share the ring with someone like this, share the cage with someone like this at that level, world class, and get some coaching. So dope. Very, very, very cool. I hope I keep seeing stuff like this. I gotta sneak out there. I gotta maybe I gotta ask Speed now. Come on, Speed. I mean, I gotta train. I'll get right. He's somebody you gotta be careful now. He may sneak one in there, one that you may not expect. Keep it up. Speed, carry influencer boxing into the future. Do it, brother. Do it. Oos.